Well, good afternoon, everyone. Bon après-midi tout le monde. Welcome to this special meet and greet, virtual meet and greet with officials from PAL Airlines as we introduce PAL to the community and their exciting announcement of direct Moncton to St. John's service starting September the 21st. My name is John Wishart and I am CEO of the Chamber. Bonjour à tous, bienvenue au webinaire Zoom de cet après-midi présenté par la Chambre de commerce pour le Grand Moncton. So in a year filled with mostly bad news for the air travel industry and airports, this is a much needed ray of sunshine. I'm sure Bernard Leblanc from the Greater Moncton, the Romeo Leblanc International Airport loved hearing this news about PAL. With us today through the power of Zoom technology are two PAL officials. Stephen Short is sales manager for PAL, correct, Stephen? And Janine Brown is Director of Business Development and Sales for the airline. So welcome, Steve and Janine. They are in Moncton for a few days, meeting with as many people as possible, building relationships and spreading the good news about this new air route. So when the Chamber of Commerce did a member survey on air travel habits 2 years ago, a direct connection to Newfoundland was among the top 3 wants in the business community. So here we have evidence that those voices have been heard. So welcome PAL Airlines to Greater Moncton. The way today's session will work is Steve and Janine have a brief presentation they'd like to share with us. That will be followed by a Q&A session where you will have the chance to pose any questions on the new service. So please use the chat function at the bottom of your Zoom screen to relay your question and I will moderate that Q&A. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce Stephen Short and Janine Brown from PAL Airlines. Welcome, Steve and Janine, to Greater Moncton. It is absolutely great to have your company here in the region, and I know the business community really looks forward to this new air service. Over to you.
As John mentioned, my name is Stephen Short. I'm sales manager with PAL Airlines, based in St. John's, Newfoundland and Labrador, but very, very pleased to be here in Moncton this week, along with Janine. And of course, in the coming weeks, we're very excited. So, bonjour à tous, au nom de PAL Airlines. J'aimerais remercier la Chambre de commerce du Grand Moncton et chacun d'entre vous de nous accueillir chez vous et pour votre participation aujourd'hui. Alors, merci. Thank you.
My name is Janine Brown, as John has so lovely introduced us. I am the Business Development Director, and both Steve and I are the sales team. So we're sitting next to each other because yes, we are travel buddies and we're sales buddies and we are now bubbled together. We drove here to Moncton and that will be our very last time that we will have to do that because as of next week, Monday, September the 21st, we will be flying direct from St. John's to Moncton. We're so excited about it. And so we prepared a little presentation for you guys here today, a PowerPoint, and we're really looking forward to going through that with you guys and letting you know all about PAL Airlines, about our new service, and just about who we are as a company in general.
Okay, give us a moment, guys. We'll get our PowerPoint presentation up. Share, and then from the beginning. There.
Can you guys see it? Perfect. So we are excited to actually be here at the Chamber of Commerce today. We are socially distanced, of course, but we're really excited to be in Moncton, to be visiting with the Chamber, and to be, announcing this new route to the business community in Moncton. So who we are in a nutshell is that we are the leading air service provider in Eastern Canada. We have been operating for, over 40 years. We do specialize in leisure group travel with a significant corporate segment. And our differentiator, what makes us different than any other airline, is our customer service. We have some of the best people working at PAL, fantastic staff who go truly above and beyond for our customers. We've got some really great stories that we'll probably share as we go throughout the presentation here, but we do go above and beyond, and we're very proud to do that for our customers. So PAL Airlines is a part of the Exchange Income Corporation group of companies. Exchange Income is based in Winnipeg, and so we've got lots of great sister companies throughout Northern Canada specifically, such as Comair, Perimeter, Keewatin, and Wasaya. We are headquartered in St. John's, but we are based well throughout Newfoundland and Labrador, Quebec, and now happy to be expanding our footprint in the Maritimes. We have been operating for over 45 years, as I just said, and we're very, very proud of our on-time performance at PAL Airlines. We have been awarded just this year, again, our 7th award for the Bombardier On-Time Performance Award. So we will get you there, and we'll get you there on time.
Perfect. So this is, yeah, sure. This is actually a little bit of an expansion of who we are as PAL Airlines. We have a number of divisions within our company, so we're a little bit more than we're actually a lot more than an airline. We operate a regional air service in Labrador, which is a Twin Otter, very rural operation, but it's a partnership between with our Indigenous partners, the Innu and Inuit of Labrador. And this was formed and brought together because remote air service in the north it's a critical lifeline link, and we're very proud to be a part of that partnership. More on a local front, we're very, very proud to be part of Moncton Flight College. We purchased the Flight College about 2.5 years ago. It's been a successful organization here locally, lots of great pilots and training and employment here for the region. But as well, it was a great add to our business. It was a fantastic, well-run operation, and we were glad to bring it into the PAL fold. So we've had a local presence here. We're just expanding it. And of course, PAL Aviation Services. We have fixed-based operations as well. We operate aircraft fueling services, as well as hangarage space throughout Atlantic Canada at a number of our bases. So, yes.
So that's our aviation division. As a part of the PAL group of companies, you'll see the chart here, and this is sort of a really nice visual way to look at it. So also within that group, we do have our PAL Aerospace division. And so that division operates, military surveillance work. We work with Airbus and the federal government on the fixed wing search and rescue program. And so we're sort of all over the world with that company. We have business in the UAE, in Abu Dhabi. We are in the Caribbean doing work. And so we're really proud of our footprint as the PAL group of companies, and PAL Airlines is very proud to be part of such a strong group of companies.
Perfect. So guys, just to give you a little bit of an overview of what to expect from PAL Airlines, our fleet is comprised of Dash 8 Q300s, which take up to 50 passengers. We have Dash 8 100s, which are a nice little combination between passenger and cargo. So they will go from 21 to 37 seats. We also operate the Beech 1900 on some of our smaller routes. As mentioned before, we have Twin Otters in our fleet, which are very rugged, capable, great for the north. And then in our charter airline fleet, which we'll talk a little bit further about, we have a beautiful Citation 10 jet, as well as a Citation 550, and of course, King Air 350s.
And the one that will be operating on this route will be our Dash 8 300. And so that is a 50-seat aircraft that can accommodate approximately.
Yes.
How much cargo?
Approximately about 2,200 pounds of cargo in the back. We see cargo as being a great opportunity. Moncton's a logistics hub for Atlantic Canada, and we sort of aim to operate same-day service and improve that level of connectivity between Newfoundland and Labrador and Moncton for cargo operations.
All right, so this is our route map. This gives a really good overview of where we fly on a commercial basis. We also, of course, like Steve just mentioned, we do have a very robust charter division, and we fly all over the world with that charter division. But this is our commercial scheduled service. So you could hop on our website today and book any one of these routes. So basically, we've got up in the green, you'll see that's Air Borealis. That's our Indigenous partnership with our Twin Otters. Everything in orange, that's our regularly serviced PAL Airlines routes. So we fly throughout Newfoundland and Labrador, we fly throughout Quebec, and now we're really excited that we're going to have that western connection from St. John's to Moncton. We're really, really excited about that. We also do have an interline agreement with WestJet for anyone looking to book through a travel agency and have sort of the comfort of connecting onward outside of the PAL network with WestJet. That is very much a possibility at this time. And yeah, and this is so important. I don't want to forget to say this, is that we will be expanding this route here. That blue line that you see, the dark blue line, will be expanded to Ottawa when travel restrictions ease. So basically, Moncton is going to have 2 great new direct flights. They're going to be able to go Moncton to St. John's and then Moncton to Ottawa. So we're really excited about that.
So.
So this is our schedule here. It's a little bit small, but so we've got it broken down in the last 2 bullet points you'll see there. So basically we depart St. John's at 7:30 in the morning. We arrive in Moncton at 9:30, and then we turn around and we depart back to St. John's from Moncton at 10:10. You're arriving into St. John's at 12:40. When we do go to Moncton, Moncton will sort of be in between that. And so we will be going St. John's at 7:30, we'll go Moncton, then we'll go Ottawa, and then we'll come back. So, but for right now, this is our current schedule. We will be operating 5 days a week. So that will be Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. And very soon, we're also hoping to add Tuesdays. So we'll let you guys all know when that becomes a possibility.
Absolutely. So guys, we just want to take a quick moment and talk about some of our other services. PAL Airlines, aside from operating scheduled commercial flights, we have a very robust charters department. We provide 24/7 service with 2.5-hour call-up time for an aircraft. We can accommodate work groups up to 50 people, as well as executive charters with our King Airs, with our Citations, with up to 6 or 8 passengers. We provide 24/7 service with our FBOs in Halifax and St. John's. And outside of that, we have excellent partnerships with other FBOs across the country, which assist with our quick call-up times. So like I said, we specialize in executive, crew rotation, group travel, sporting events, sports teams, and general group travel is a specialty of ours. So don't hesitate to reach out. The other line of our business, and perhaps more specific to this new route, will be our cargo service. So we are very pleased to be able to offer a same-day cargo service between St. John's and Greater Moncton. As our schedule grows and we include Ottawa, this will extend out the timeline for ordering packages for suppliers. If you're a supplier based here in Moncton and you do business currently with Newfoundland and Labrador or based out of St. John's, you'll be able to get your parts or your services sent to St. John's at a later time during the day. We're going to be opening a cargo office here with some local partnerships, so look forward to that. And we have 3 great shipping options. We have our general, which is within 4 business days, if it's not a priority. We have Express, which will send within 2 business days, and we have our priority service, which it will go on the next flight out. So we're looking forward to bringing that to Moncton. We're looking forward to capitalizing on the logistics system that's already here, and we're looking forward to providing a better service for the suppliers here in the region who deal with their vendors in Newfoundland and Labrador.
So at PAL, we are really, really proud of the work that we do in the communities that we serve. And so current existing partnerships for us are Children's Wish Foundation, the Ronald McDonald House in St. John's, and many, many others. So you can see there's a long list of the ways in which we sponsor the communities that we serve, and we look forward to continuing that here in Moncton. Something that we were speaking about this morning with Mayor Arnold was that we look forward to coming into a community and to staying in a community. So we are very much focused on committing to the communities that we enter into and to becoming true integrated partners within that community. And we really look forward to launching fun events here like we do in St. John's when the time is right, of course, within the pandemic. We do kite festivals for families in the park. We do a really fun flight to the North Pole every year. We're hoping to be able to do some version of that this year, if not certainly next year. Where we take children from the community and we put them on a flight to the North Pole. And I'm not going to give away any magical secrets right now, but it's really exciting for the kids. Santa comes on board the plane, we take them up, there are gifts, and every year there is a sick child from the local hospital who's chosen to be on board that flight as well. So that's something we're really proud of, and we look forward to starting those types of events here in Moncton as well. The Greater Moncton region, I should say.
So one of our cornerstones, and I know this may be a more corporate focused call, is we do have a corporate program at PAL Airlines, and it's one we've built over the last 40 years of operation, and it's one we're very proud of. So it's our Flex Plus program. It's customized to fit your business needs. It is fundamentally based around flexibility. We fix your rate for 12 months, but what that brings with it is ultimate flexibility. So no advanced booking restrictions. If there's a flight on the aircraft, you're guaranteed your rate. Suppose You walk up to the counter and pay with your credit card at the spot. No flight change fees, no name changes. Your first bag is free. The other two things from a business standpoint is it's a pay-as-you-go program. So it's not, other programs that exist require you to pay upfront, pay $10, $20, $30, $40,000. And we know, especially at these times, cash flow can be an issue. So we do a volume-based commitment, bring you on board, and go from there. So that really helps out with the cash flow, especially for small and medium-sized business. The other piece is it's fully refundable up to 24 hours. So we don't fool with credits. Money, we value it just as much as you do, but we want to be able to make sure that flexibility is there for you. So 24 hours before flight, we'll provide you with a full refund on that. And of course, the unlimited number of employees under one contract. So it's flexible for your business, for your team, and for your business's families, which goes a long way as a benefit. Yeah.
So this is how you book. So I know everyone is just rushing to their computer and to their phone right now, right? And everybody wants to go to St. John's. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't. It's fantastic. So yeah. So here's how you book. You can call our reservation lines. Here are the hours. We can certainly send this presentation out to the membership and to anyone that's on this call afterwards. We're happy to do that. Or you can, of course, always book on our website. One exciting thing that we do have for, and our website is palairlines.ca, I should say. One exciting thing we have on that website for our corporate customers is that if you sign up under the Flex Plus program, you can have your own portal. And what that looks like is that you'll go onto a special portal on our website, and you will then be able to book your corporate rate right from the website. And you'll also be able to go in and track your history, which is a really great feature to be able to keep track of your bookings and that kind of thing. Of course, you can absolutely book using your preferred travel agent. We have some great partnerships, and those agents have some great rates available for the business community as well. So please don't hesitate to reach out to your preferred travel agent to book your flight as well. And then this is the information for both myself and Steve. You know, we're your friendly sales team. You can reach out to us anytime if you have a question. If you're unsure of how to book or the best way to book, or you'd like to get signed up for a Flex Plus program, it is a great program. The rates, like Steve said, the rates are secure all year, so they never change. It's how you guys can budget. If you've got 10 trips to St. John's a year, or St. John's to Moncton a year, you're going to know exactly how much that's going to cost you, and you can budget that properly. So that's another great feature of that program, and we would love to chat with you. So please don't hesitate to reach out anytime.
Absolutely. And I guess with the conclusion of our presentation, we're happy to open up the floor. John, I believe you're going to moderate the conversation here, or moderate the questions. Obviously, it's different when we're not all in a room together, but we're happy to take your questions, answer as best we can, and certainly, yeah.
Great. Thanks very much, Steve and Janine. And I was just about to say that technology is difficult on old folks like me. So obviously, I just proved my point. I want to thank Janine and Steve for their presentation. Excellent job. It is now time for our Q&A portion of today's event. So please remember to post your question in the chat function at the bottom of the Zoom screen. I noticed the first comment was from Bernard at the airport, who expressed his pleasure at the presentation. So thanks, Bernie. Il est maintenant temps pour les questions et réponses. Veuillez cliquer sur le bouton chat si vous souhaitez poser une question. I'm going to start off with a few questions of my own, if that's okay, folks, while we wait for some questions to pop in. Have you done an analysis of whether you're looking more at business travel or personal travel for this route?
This was
There we go.
oh, sorry. This was a really interesting topic of conversation, John, that we had as we prepared for this route, and we've been looking into this for some time. A lot of the people on this call today will know how long we've been looking into this route, and we really felt like this was the right time. There was a gap in the market, and we were looking, really looking forward to filling it. So in looking at this will be a little bit of a shift for us in terms of the segments that are on board, and this will be a bit more leisure focused than what we are used to within our network. We tend to carry a lot more corporate, a lot more government organizations and things like that. So this one will be weighted a little bit more, we think. will be weighted a little bit more towards leisure. And certainly during the pandemic, people are traveling for leisure purposes within the bubble. It's safe to do so. I've done so myself this summer. Steve has. And now we're looking forward to just being able to jump on, pop up here for a long weekend and things like that. So we really feel like it's going to be well utilized for that purpose, as well as business purposes, of course.
Right. Okay, thanks. We have a question from one of our reporter friends who is on the call today, and she's asking the reason for deciding to expand this service during a time when the air travel industry is in a bit of a state of flux. And did the Atlantic bubble have any kind of impact on your decision to include Moncton?
I think absolutely it did. So we're very fortunate as a company, as a group of companies, to number one, be very diversified. But also as an airline, we've been quite fortunate to be able to bounce back a little bit quicker in terms of our flight volumes. And the reason being that we were not dependent on transborder or international travel. So because of that, we've been able to start our service up again in Newfoundland and Labrador and get back to our new normal. And that has been quite busy for us over the last month. And then within Quebec as well, we've been able to find that new normal within that region. And so because of that, and so because a lot of our customer base was heavily based within the natural resources industry, which was able to keep sort of trucking along during the pandemic, we're in a unique position as an airline. So that's a part of it. And the other part is that as other carriers have sort of pulled away from the region, we have seen an opportunity that we don't want to let pass us by. So we're in a healthy position right now, and we're also in a position to take advantage of the gap and to provide the service that is required right now. So that, like I said, the second half of that gap that exists is Moncton to Ottawa, and we're really looking forward to the restrictions easing in that market as well, between the Atlantic bubble and Ontario. And of course, we'll do that when the time is right and when government officials deem that that is appropriate to do so and safe.
There's another question in the chat relating to connecting on to Goose Bay. Is it possible to book a Moncton to Goose Bay flight involving PAL?
So right now, the schedule as builds allows for westbound travel. So if you did want to go Moncton to Goose Bay, you can.
Within the same day?
Within the same day. The route is not necessarily built that way, but it allows for connectivity within our system, and the fare class is, the through fare is loaded there. Westbound traffic can be a little bit more challenging. So Goose Bay to Moncton at this point could be a bit of a challenge and require an overnight in St. John's, but I believe the through fare does allow.
Yeah, the through fare allows you to book it.
Yes,
it's just
it just requires an overnight.
You would just have to
in St.
overnight,
John's.
right? Which I know some people would be quite happy to do so. There's those familial connections right in St. John's, or you do a meeting in St. John's and then you head up to Labrador, right? And so it goes the same for Goose Bay, Wabush. In a lot of areas in our network would be very similar to that. Deer Lake on the west coast of Newfoundland. So there is some connectivity. We do hope that eventually we'll be able to connect, both ways on a same day through fare, and that's something that we are looking at as we realize that as we have announced this, that there is that Labrador connection and that need. So that is something that we're definitely taking under consideration right now.
Okay, next question. Somebody's asking if PAL has evaluated a Moncton to Quebec City route. He finds trying to get to Quebec City is a tough task.
Yeah, fair enough. I think that the connections to both Quebec City and to Montreal right now within New Brunswick are something that has been brought forward to us, and we're always looking forward to new opportunities. So what I'll say to the group that's on this call especially is that if there is a need for you within your organization, to please reach out to myself and Steve. Let's have a chat about it. The more information and intel that we can gather on the ground, the better for us. And so we're always open to new opportunities, for sure.
Okay. Here's a bit of a loaded question from another one of our reporter friends. He asks, is PAL here for the long term? The last time a direct Moncton to Newfoundland flight was started, it didn't last all that long. Yeah,
fair question. You know what I mean? And we completely appreciate that. As I said before, when we go into regions, we do go for the long term. And I think that our history definitely supports that. When you look at the regions that we've served throughout Newfoundland and Labrador, throughout Quebec, is that we have been there for a long time. And so, yeah, we plan to stick around. We hope that the business community and the community in general in New Brunswick as a whole, really get behind and support this service. And reach out to us if there's an issue booking, if there are concerns, please do reach out to us and let us know what those are, because certainly the partnerships that we're trying to create here with the chambers and with the three cities and with St. John and Fredericton is that we do need support on this route, on this service, and we need the community to support it and to drive to the Greater Moncton Airport to catch that flight.
There's a nice plug in the chat here from Chris Woodley of the Luxus Boutique Hotel in St. John's.
Chris.
Yeah, he says
Nice to see you virtually.
Yeah, he said he'd be happy to accommodate any overnight guests in St. John's once this flight starts. So thanks for that, Chris.
Yeah, beautiful property downtown, right
Okay.
downtown. Gorgeous.
Very good. Close to George Street, I hope. Okay. Annette's question that I have is, in that survey we did a couple of years ago that listed a direct flight to Newfoundland among the priorities, there was also, of course, a lot of interest about a direct flight to the US, which has sort of been the holy grail for Moncton air flyers. Any interest or any connection in that regard?
Yeah, so that's something that, we have absolutely investigated in the past, and we've collected a lot of research on that. I think that the pandemic has definitely obviously put a new spin on that for us at the moment. And so it's not in the immediate plans, but is it something that we continue to research and to look into seriously? Absolutely.
Okay. You mentioned that some of your, maybe all your aircraft do have some cargo capabilities. Is that a big part of this play, moving cargo? Is it mostly a passenger service?
It's mostly going to be a passenger service at this moment, but the beauty of our fleet is that it allows for flexibility. If we're able to identify days of the week where higher volumes of cargo versus lower volumes of passengers are moving, that will keep the route successful, and we're able to then swap in aircraft. Right now, it's as Janine mentioned, we're looking at servicing with a Dash 8-300, which allows for mostly passenger and luggage, but cargo is a wonderful complement, and it also provides, immediate service for those who need it. And it's a part of the business case, but we'll see where it goes, and it's definitely part of the situation.
Are there any hiring plans for staff here in Moncton?
Absolutely. So we're working on contracting our ground services at the airport with a local company. And we're also working with a local cargo and storage facility on the airport there. We're finalizing the contract, so we'll be able to talk about that within the next hours, hopefully, with those companies. But those are local companies, of course. And we're really excited about working with them. They've been fantastic to deal with, and we're excited to engage people who are on the ground, who have the experience and have all of the facilities that we're looking for. So that's been fantastic. And then at our counter, we'll definitely be hiring, and we are currently hiring. So we're currently in need of 2 customer service representatives for our counter at the airport, and we're looking for bilingual staff. So if you guys know anyone, please reach out to myself and Steve, and we'll get them in touch with HR. We have 3 staff members already hired, and they are currently in training.
Great. How long of a flight is it from St. John's to Moncton or vice versa?
So it'll be approximately 2 hours in each direction, and it'll be direct nonstop at this point.
Okay, very good. As one of our other staff, Sylvain, mentioned before we went live, the benefit of this service for a lot of Moncton area, both business people and pleasure travelers, is the fact that in the past you had to get to Halifax, and whether you flew to Halifax or drove to Halifax, it really made for a longer day. So I think a lot of people in the community are certainly looking forward to this service starting, and then the addition of the Ottawa flight, which gives us another option going west. So do you fly now direct from St. John's to Ottawa?
We do not.
We do not.
Okay. So this will be our model has always been we connect in rural regions. We connect through Newfoundland Labrador northbound, and then Quebec east and northbound, and we always connected in the north before coming south again. So this is a little bit of a new departure for us to come western, but it's something we're very excited about. It's a new fold in our development.
And we've been researching it for a long time. So
yes.
Not a fly-by-night decision.
No,
we've been looking at this for a long time and in doing this type of service. And so we're really excited about that. And another great thing, both for the Moncton passengers and the St. John's passengers, is if you get on in St. John's, you're coming through Moncton, you actually don't get off the aircraft before going to Ottawa. So you actually stay on. So there's no, I know with the pandemic, there's, concerns about, mixing in airports and things like that. So it's just a little added bonus that you don't have to get off the aircraft. You just go on to Ottawa if you're coming from St. John's. And then of course, Moncton is direct. So it doesn't get any better than that.
Somebody has asked if a copy of this, your PowerPoint presentation could be made available. I'll assume we can share that with our
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, I think that is it for questions today. I want to thank Steve and Janine for taking the time to speak to us and with our chamber members. We look forward to many more interactions, hopefully some of them in person as the pandemic hopefully eases in the months and the years ahead as PAL builds their service to Moncton. Thanks all who listened today. The chat's now filling up with people saying great news, thanks for coming to Moncton. So I think you'll get a warm welcome here in the community. Remember everyone, PAL's maiden voyage will be September the 21st. 5 days a week after that. You can check out the fares online. I did before today's call, and they are very competitive in my mind, especially the convenience of flying out of our airport. So merci de voir participer aujourd'hui. Please take care of yourselves. Hope to see you sometime soon, maybe on a PAL airline flight, and have a good day. Bye for now.
Thank you guys. Merci beaucoup. Bonne journée.